Welcome to All There Is. Wherever you are in the world or in your grief, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we're together. Today, my guest is Robert Irwin. You may remember him from Dancing with the Stars last year, or remember his dad, Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. Robert was just 2 when Steve was killed by a stingray while diving. I've been thinking a lot about kids and loss and how the death of a parent early on can completely change the trajectory of one's life. It certainly did with me. And I worry at times about not making it to see my 2 little boys grow up to be men. I think I will, but I like to talk to them a lot about how even though my dad died when I was 10, I feel him in my heart now, and how I believe he's with me and with them, and happy to see them growing up. I was really moved by an Instagram post I saw this week from James Vanderbeek's daughter, Amelia. She's just 9 years old, and her dad died last month on February 11th.
Today is my dad's birthday, and the number one thing for somebody's passing is to talk to them and let your emotions out. If you miss them, you can cry. You can talk to them. I talk to my dad every day, and I start with a sentence, and I say, "Hi, Dad, I miss you, and I love you so much, and I'll never stop loving you." And I just tell him about my day, how I'm feeling, and I tell my family how I'm feeling. And I know he can hear me, but I can't hear him. My mom can, and you have to feel them in your heart, because they're in your heart. They're watching over you.
There's no way when I was that age I could have said something like that so soon after my dad's death. Years before, my childhood nanny, May McLinden, died after suffering from Alzheimer's. She told me about something I said to her just days after my dad's funeral when I was 10. I was hugging her, and I said, "Don't worry, May. Everything will be all right." She started to cry when she was telling me this story. "You didn't understand," she told me. "It wouldn't be all right. Nothing would be ever again." And she was right. In a moment, my conversation with Robert Irwin. My conversation today is with Robert Irwin. He's a conservationist, a photographer, and he helps his family manage the Australia Zoo, which is where he lives in Queensland. He's 22 years old and is probably best known in the U.S. for winning Dancing with the Stars last year. Robert grew up in the public eye. His dad, Steve Irwin, was known around the world as the crocodile